Well, good Monday evening, everybody, and welcome to a special 10 minutes on the ride with Wild Wayne Cartwright. Now, everyone has seen all the news, which has been one of the bigger stories of the day across the HBCU landscape. And it is that the tenure of Coach Connell Maynor has come to a conclusion. Now, this has been the subject of much discussion across the HBCU landscape, across the SWAC, across Alabama A&M alums and current students, and also people that are very close in the media. Coach Maynor, his tenure was 40-32 over the 7 seasons, and it began very, very well. There were 4 straight winning seasons, which was capped off with a 2021 SWAC championship in the spring season. But over the last 3 seasons, things began to go in an opposite direction. As you can see, it was 15-19 over those 3 seasons, 4-7 in 22, 5-6 in 23, and as of last Friday, 6-6 in 2024. Now, to talk about the tenure, let's just kind of go back and talk about how it started. So, in 2018, his first season was a 6-5 campaign and a very respectable 5-2 in the SWAC. He had the Bulldogs on the doorstep of potentially getting to the SWAC championship game that year. There were a couple of close losses towards the end of the games, but a very respectable first season. The second season was more of the same, 7-5 with a 4-3 record in the SWAC. What was most notable about that season was a disappointing loss in the final seconds at Alcorn State, back when Alcorn was in the East. And then again, that was another runner-up finish in the SWAC East. But then the spring season of 2021 came, and an abbreviated one at that. Obviously, it was during the period of COVID. And A&M went a perfect 5-0 and won the SWAC championship over Arkansas Pine Bluff. But then there were high expectations in 2021. With 4-year starting quarterback and HBCU National Player of the Year, Aqeel Glass, coming back at quarterback, and also a veteran receiving core, the thought that possibly winning that elusive fall SWAC championship was within reach. But with disappointing losses on homecoming that year to Jackson State, most notably the 61-15 game, also falling the very next week against FAMU on a late 80-yard touchdown run, 35-31, that season ended up ending in a disappointing fashion, I should say. Being 7-3 and 5-3 in the SWAC, the expectation was, well, he can rebuild. Things are going to get better. We have a strong foundation in place. There were 4 straight Magic City Classic wins and a very impressive win at North Alabama in 2019 on the road. These were things that all of the A&M faithful was beginning to feel and get that good feeling that things were moving in the right direction. And he developed a very strong reputation across the SWAC. But then we look at how it ended. Since Aqeel Glass graduated, 4 different quarterbacks started games, okay? But most notably, it wasn't even so much about the quarterbacks that started. There were several rotations during games. And a lot of these rotations were met with a lot of head scratching, a lot of angst amongst watchers, amongst followers, things that you just couldn't understand. And then some things that was most important is that in each of the seasons since 2021, in 22, 23, and 24, A&M failed to win a game against Alabama State, Jackson State, and Florida A&M. And these are the 3 teams that have been moving towards the top of the SWAC East. And having a failure to win any one of these games led to the formula that it was time for Coach Maynor to move on. Now, what I want to say here this evening, I want to just say that it's not all doom and gloom with Coach Maynor and his tenure. He came in, he did some really, really good things. Now, I know people, they like to joke and talk about, calling the 2021 championship the COVID championship. Say what you want. It was a good time for A&M and good time for people considering where we were in the world at that time. That 2021 championship brought a lot of joy and brought a lot of peace to people in the Tennessee Valley, and also A&M alums like myself abroad. There were a lot of key players. There was a lot of talent that came in. A lot of our favorites. We can name them. The Jordan Bentleys, the O.J. Hilairs, and even the current guys, the Carson Vincents, the Donovan Eaglins, Cortez Andrews. We've even had guys on the staff that we've come to appreciate. Jason Mize and Dwayne Taylors and Cedric Pearls and all these different people that have come and gone through the program, players and coaches alike. I just want to express my gratitude to the job that he did do. I know that the last 3 years were not what we wanted. I've been even frustrated myself. A lot of times there were games that we should have won. We felt like we could have won. Things that were there, but we just wasn't able to get over the hump. So at the end of his tenure, A&M is now in the position of looking for another head coach, but not just any head coach. The desire for a head coach that can lead the program to better days ahead, to try to lead the program to the promised land in the SWAC conference and beyond. And in today's era of NIL, transfer portal, also just with this settlement that may be that is pending from the NCAA, there's a lot of things in today's society that goes even beyond the football field when you're a coach. So this next coach has to be able to handle the rigors of the ever-changing cycle that is 2024 and beyond. It's my desire that whoever the head coach is, that the head coach is personable, just like how Coach Maynor was. That the head coach is a leader, not just on the field, but a leader in the community abroad, and able to connect people that didn't even have any affiliation to A&M in the city of Huntsville to attend games, and also bring back a lot of A&M alums. Because quite frankly, as an alum myself, Louis Cruz Stadium is a beautiful facility, but it looks even better when it's full of fans and excitement. Now, we know winning is what people would say is what you want to draw people in. Well, perhaps with this next regime, led by our illustrious athletic director, Dr. Bryant, that this next coach will be the one that brings back the excitement. And it maybe not even bring back excitement, perhaps even start new ones. So, tomorrow night, my fellow podcast mates on my other show, From the Hill Podcast, we're going to be live at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, and we'll be joined by our athletic director, Dr. Paul A. Bryant. And during that time, we're going to talk to him directly about the future of Alabama A&M football. But what I wanted to do tonight was I wanted to just have a few moments to talk myself, because I know that a lot of people are out here saying different things. There's rumors. They're talking about this candidate, that candidate. And I just wanted to come and just say thank you to Coach Maynor, and also to say that I'm excited about moving ahead, because I'm a proud A&M Bulldog till the day that I die. That's my 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. And as always, go Bulldogs.